Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He pushes himself hard and may achieve some success, especially in fields where being bold and direct matters. But his quick temper, lack of steady teamwork, and trouble handling stress make it hard for him to keep moving up for long. He might jump from job to job or clash with people at work.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong, he tends to take it very personally and doesn't handle setbacks well. He might snap at people, slam doors, or withdraw into himself for days. He struggles to keep his emotions in check, so stress or failure often leaves him feeling deeply upset or angry.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He often ends up clashing with people at work. While he can be polite on the surface, his quick temper and tendency to put his own needs first make it hard for others to trust or feel close to him. People might keep their distance or only work with him when they have no choice.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he's more likely to feel threatened or upset than proud. Your success might make him feel smaller or like he's not in control. And this can lead to arguments or coldness instead of support. He may react with jealousy, sharp words, or by pulling away emotionally.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he will most likely feel insecure and it could lead to hidden resentment. He might not say it openly, but you may notice small comments or see him getting upset over little things. Instead of seeing your success as a good thing for both of you, he may take it as a personal defeat.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't careful with money. He tends to spend without really planning, especially if he's feeling upset or impatient. It's common for him to buy things on a whim or make big decisions without considering the consequences. This can lead to stress about bills or long term security.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's likely to pretend he's richer than he is, often spending to impress others or keep up appearances. Even if the money isn't really there, he may buy expensive things or talk about his lifestyle in ways that aren't true. This habit can lead to debt or money troubles. and it's tough to have open talks about what's really affordable.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't truly open handed or kind, especially when it comes to understanding others' needs. While he might spend money to show off or satisfy his own wants, he's unlikely to be generous from the heart or help out just to make someone feel good. Instead, he can be distant or quick to judge, making you feel like kindness has a price tag.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He tends to be secretive and controlling about money. You might find it hard to get a straight answer if you ask about spending or savings. He may also use money to control situations or get his way.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to believe that housework is mostly your job. If you ask for help, he may get annoyed or act as if he's doing you a big favor instead of seeing it as a shared responsibility. If you're tired or busy, he might ignore the mess or expect you to manage it all alone.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who will mostly supervise from a distance rather than get his hands dirty with chores or diapers. You might hear him giving directions or pointing out what needs to be done, but rarely will he jump in and actually do the work himself. This can leave you feeling tired and unsupported in daily life.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is more likely to argue just to prove he's right rather than really trying to understand your side. When you share your feelings or concerns, he often listens only long enough to come up with a reply or defend himself. This makes it hard to solve problems together.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he does not always stay respectful. You might hear hurtful words, shouting, or even see him act in a threatening or aggressive way. It's important to know that living with someone who reacts this way can affect your peace, safety, and self worth.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is definitely the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. Little things can trigger him and his mood can change in a flash. This quick temper is not just a small flaw, it's a serious red flag.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He struggles to say sorry or take real responsibility for his actions. Most of the time, he will twist things around and blame you instead, making you feel like you're the one at fault, even when it isn't true. This kind of behavior can make you doubt yourself and feel alone, especially after fights.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not likely to respect your boundaries fully, especially if it doesn't suit what he wants. If you say no or set limits, he may react with frustration, push back, or try to convince you to change your mind. This kind of behavior is a big warning sign.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding or giving you space, he may react with hurt feelings, sulking, or even anger. This can put a lot of pressure on you to give in, even when you're tired or upset.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Sadly, you cannot fully trust him to handle private moments with care. There's a real risk that he might use things you shared or moments of weakness to hurt or embarrass you later during fights or to prove a point. This behavior can break your sense of safety and confidence in the relationship.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's easily distracted by other women and may not be fully faithful. His attention can wander, especially if things at home aren't perfect or if he feels bored. You may notice him flirting, looking around, or acting secretive with his phone or social media.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be over possessive, showing signs of jealousy, control, or constant suspicion. He might question where you are, who you're talking to, or even get upset if you spend time with friends or family. Over time, it can make you feel trapped and anxious instead of safe and valued.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what may look like being protective is really a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he's just looking out for you, but his actions, checking on you too much, setting rules, or getting angry when you make decisions for yourself, show he wants to control, not care. You deserve real respect and freedom, not a cage.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. Teamwork is not his strong suit. He may offer advice or criticize, but won't step up and share the hard tasks or daily care. If you dream of building a family together, you may find him less of a partner and more of a spectator.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional moments from the children can quickly make him angry or frustrated. A home should feel safe. Anger and harshness can take that safety away from both you and the children.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support your role as both a mother and your own person. While he may expect you to be a good mother, he probably won't appreciate or encourage your personal dreams, interests, or need for time to yourself. Over time, this can make you feel trapped, unseen, and unfulfilled.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is exactly the kind of man who may seem to support your career at first, but later expect you to quit once you have a child. He might act encouraging now, but as soon as family life gets busy, he's likely to pressure you directly or through guilt to give up your work and focus only on home and children. His support often comes with hidden conditions, and he may not truly respect your ambitions or desire for independence.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will most likely just act polite on the surface with your parents without showing real warmth or genuine care. He can put on a respectful face when needed, but deep down, he isn't interested in building a close or loving bond with your family. If problems arise, he might become distant or even dismissive. He is much more likely to expect your family to adjust for him rather than make an effort to fit into their ways.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse instead of handling it calmly. His quick temper and need for control can turn small problems into bigger arguments, either with you or your family members. This can add tension and sadness to family situations, making you feel torn and alone.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is very likely to act modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. At home or when it's just the two of you, he might seem open minded or easygoing. If you value consistency and being yourself everywhere, this mismatch will be very hard to live with.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. He may avoid taking a clear stand, hoping the problem will disappear, or say you should adjust and not make trouble. True partnership means having each other's backs, not turning away when things get hard.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He's very likely to be a mummy's boy, putting his mother's wishes before yours. In a conflict between you and his mother, he will almost always choose her side, either openly or by staying silent and letting her have her way. Your feelings and needs may be pushed aside to avoid upsetting his mother or causing family drama.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. Instead of keeping your relationship matters between just the two of you, he may run to his family for advice or to complain, especially when things go wrong. This makes it hard to build trust and privacy with him because your personal moments and struggles become family gossip.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel like walking on eggshells. One moment he may seem driven and in control, but his quick temper and harsh words make daily life tense and unpredictable.